All right, let's do this. Greetings, salutations, and good morrow, travelers.
Hello.
Hello.
Darkness.
Greetings.
I told. Hold on. I have new talkies I have to install real quick.
Hold on, I need to resub. Guys, don't forget to use your Amazon Prime. If it's reset,
Oh my
use
god. Get
Okay. This
out of here.
this is the record. 5 minutes in. Great.
5 minutes in.
Don't forget to use your Twitch back.
You guys know about Twitch Prime?
Hello, everyone. My name is Twitch Prime, and I'd like to.
Is that a new Warframe? Wow.
Dude, that would be so funny if they made a Warframe name called Twitch Prime. Oh, that's an investment opportunity they missed right there, dude. Just make the Twitch Prime Warframe.
Don't worry. They
At
got
least a
games
skin.
coming out.
At least a skin.
Right.
Alright, because Nist asked me. There you go. There's his new... his new talkie.
Oh my god.
Yep, I'm here enjoying my popcorn.
Oh man.
Fucking ghost, dude.
Beautiful.
Alright, he wants to give me the recap.
Well, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I wasn't fully conscious for most of the last encounter. However, what I could make out was that the combat continued. It seemed we were on the brink of death. Roberts, Gunnar, and Fabio were the last of us, from what I recall, standing. But they fell. However, it seemed as though Robert perished. But in that moment, Gunnar stood and struck out at the beast. But in the combat, he had pushed his exposure to a point in which it started to attract shadow and darkness. And in that shadow, a being manifested itself. I was too far from consciousness to make out what was said, how they interacted. But when I was brought back from the depths of... well, I wish it was sleep. We were following this entity, this bandaged and silent creature. We followed it from where we were, where we collected ourselves and had to leave our fallen comrades behind, not wishing to incite the rage of this creature in our weakened state. We followed it and into the city, past where we were just recently celebrating progress. And as we followed, we saw the denizens of the city with spider-like creatures, the cursed dwarves, and other amalgamations that we could not make out with our eyes. But they all seemed to have ignored us, or perhaps, a better term, they could not see us. As we followed this creature through the city, around the citadel, it led us towards the back, where it would presume be the farms where the city acquired its nutrients and food. It led us into a secluded section. And there we found what appeared to be an encampment hidden away, with tomes and journals and an insignia of some sort of foreign guild, likely from this Calcatash. If only Permaneo were here. Nevertheless, there was also a spell tome and a journal. And this journal detailed the writings of a individual I turn back my notes. Named Tolan Bronshadow. A dwarf from Kalkatesh who believed he could traverse the endless dark of some sort of plane he called the astral dark and travel to other lands. In reading this journal, we found that it eventually ended. He seemed to have gone through multiple points of despair, but whatever faith he had in his god, this Astaroth, held him firm, even in the face of an unknown and possibly powerful entity. He braved the darkness, and at the end of the journal we discovered that the entity we had been speaking with was this Tolan Bronze Shadow, as he had used his own body to finish writing out his journey. It detailed how he found a gate and opened the door. The most curious note of it all was that on his back was an unrecognized script, which did not match the other writings on his body nor in the journal. I made a quick sketch and copy of it, so that in that way we might be able to translate it at a later date. However, after this, it seemed to beckon us to follow it into the darkness. My party was hesitant, so I swallowed my fear and doubts and followed, hoping my party would follow behind, as they did. And that is where we pick up, as we delved further into this forgotten city.
Okay. So you've chosen to enter the astral dark. My god.
That's where we left off. I followed. Shoots, brah.
No, don't remind me. It's too soon.
That's where we decided. We were like, I said, we're going in. And everyone's like, okay, I guess we're going in.
And you just gotta say, oh, shoot.
Shoot, bro. Just go into the astral dark, man. Bro, it's all good. It's whatever, bro.
I miss shoots already.
I miss shoots already.
Bruh. Not gonna
Not
lie.
more than me.
Kinda do miss no cab too.
Man.
Oh, you missed no cab.
The player does.
Ah, yes, no cab. No cab. No cab at all. Oh, I forgot to ping the server. Let me ping the server. Okay.
And another note, I'm just here for the ride today.
Sir.
Okay. Here we go. Where did my spooky thing go? Hold on, I'm looking through all this music. There we go. Okay. And so the party has decided to descend into the astral dark. Okay, as you begin to descend, you can see that there are... well, the first thing you notice is that the light in their pathway leading down is provided by phosphorescent moss, until finally even that dissipates. And the further and further down you go, the deeper and deeper it seems to be. The air gets heavy. The shadows begin to move. And you come, finally, to where you believe to be is the underworld. place with massive caverns, biomes, and societies of their own. But no, you do not stop there. You leave the caverns behind and continue to descend even further, until finally you feel as if you've been walking for hours. Slowly, it almost seems as if you leave behind any concept of time. Only the feet falling forward, the act of delving. Ahead of you, what you believe to be the corpse of Tolan Bronze Shadow keeps walking ahead. Until finally, you make it to the bottom of the staircase. And you find yourself standing in black sand. Before you, an almost infinite feeling of darkness pressing down upon you. The wall behind you, the last hope for any sort of safety or a vestige of a way back. But still, the corpse walks ever forward. Do you follow it? Are you shooting someone?
Bro,
Lies in chat.
We're shooting myself at this rate, bro. Ooh, we're going in.
Yeah, I see no reason not to. Could we take a quick moment to maybe tie some rope between us so we don't lose each other?
Climber's kit brings a rope out.
Yes, so then that way if we get separated, we know distance in.
I would just say, we do not have the rations for a year, like Mr. Bronze Shadow.
We won't need a year if we follow the guideline. The reason it took so long is because they were using light.
I sure hope so.
Braynor would be at the front of the line, and he'll tie off the rope on his waist.
Ophelia will be at the back of the line.
Then he'll turn around and say, make sure you guys tie this off. Or like get lost.
Right.
Oh, alright. I'll be behind Braynor.
Gunnar, are you between Fabio and myself?
Yeah, I would guess so.
Okay. And that's our marching order. As we follow Tolan.
Alright. You walk into the darkness and are lost to the shadows. Oh, man. One moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
You walk without guidance other than to keep following Tolan. It is the singular thought kept in your mind as you make your way through the darkness. No light to guide you, only shadow to show you the way. With each footstep, the sand seems to part shifting beneath your feet, but still you keep walking. Eventually, you see light appear before you. In the distance, you see Tolan continue to walk, moving up the sandy breach towards a curious piece of stone enacted against a stairwell. Tolan looks behind his shoulder to see your position. And seeing as how you're following him, he will enter the staircase. And he will begin to ascend. Do you follow him?
Is there any... I mean...
Just keep walking.
It's too late to turn back now.
We will.
We follow.
Is there anything noticeable about the stone that if I can even see it?
You can't. The light that you see is just the briefest smattering of light from Tolan's figure. The stone is just as... it's shale, gray, featureless.
Alright.
As you begin to ascend behind Tolan, the same sensation of traveling over unknown amounts of time, but your limbs never tiring. Until finally, you pass through the underworld, another breach of caverns, this time alighted with a distinct sight of magma, but you leave it behind as well and continue your ascension. All right. Loading a map.
All good.
With each step that you take up the stairwell, you can feel the air becoming chillier, colder. With each step you take, you can feel a wind blowing down. A wet dampness surrounds the walls, slick with ice. Until finally, Tolan takes you to a place where there is light. The pale light of the moon shines down from above you. Above you, you see a great moaning piece of ice containing within it a river. And beyond that, the sky. And this is what you guys see. Let me know when you're loaded.
Yep.
The dreaded 99.
Yeah,
True.
99 problems, but loading to 100 is one of them.
I'm in.
Of course, sir, and you're watching. You're dead.
Yeah. That's how I got here before you.
Why do... Why do the spirits have better seats than we do?
Ooh.
They have better speeds than us.
Because I don't have to wait for walls.
Yo.
Yeah, he doesn't have to waste time with his
man.
flesh.
Also, that 99.
Again.
Alright, everyone is in?
It's okay. No, not yet. My dear
Inherited-
compatriot
Oh, there it is. There it is.
has now left me behind. It's okay, guys. I'll be there eventually. Absolute 99.
Come on, Mozambique Internet. I believe in you.
Come on, Toto.
Toto,
Give me that
Blast his
1d4. I love how that just became a theme song for this party.
Yeah.
I know.
I am happy.
Alright, everyone in?
Yay! I'm in.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go.
Alright, you find yourself walking beneath a frozen river. The pale light of the moon barely makes its way down into the dark below. Tolan continues to move forward, unabated.
What
Formation.
Where
Where are we?
are we? Outside the caves?
I don't know.
Well, it has a moon, so likely yes.
And we follow.
As you keep following him, eventually he comes to a spot that seems to be marked. He will gesture. On the ground, there appears to be the remains of a campsite. A marker post, a long piece of wooden post that seems to have several notches on it. You can also see an old ledger, an old tome. He will gesture to it.
Oh. Go up to it and pick it up.
On it, you see that it is another journal. Do you read it?
He takes a exasperated breath and opens it up.
As you open, the journal has several entries. You recognize the handwriting. It is another journal of Tolan Bronze-Shadow. I must know more. My journey could not have been a fluke. There has to be a way to navigate this dark. I have discovered that it has strange properties in the astral dark. That movement appears to be much faster than it normally is. Indeed, I believe that I have discovered the way in which Mytharian priests may move about Corvinus in such a rapid pace. For whilst in the dark, I discovered a highway made of stones and etched with symbols I could not verify. I had seen within it, only a few passings of time, what appeared to be a carriage, attached to the stone, like a railway. Whatever it is, I believe that it had the symbol of Mytharia upon it. In addition, I have began to explore the reaches of the astral dark that I could reach from Corvinus. I do not think that I can find my way back home, at least not easily, but I have discovered several points in which the dark opens to the underworld, and from there, reaching the surface. The next reads, I have taken it upon myself to place posts of wood and stone within these places that I could access. It is my plan that by putting them down and making a slight incantation, I may be able to triangulate and calculate the distance that I have traveled and the distance between points. By doing so, I believe I can get to a point where I could easily predict the astral dark's distance and therefore how long a journey shall take. The next entry. I am running out of funds for my research. I have begged the Thanes of Moaz-Kadon to provide me additional funds, but they keep saying that I should not explore the astral dark, that the tunnels should be sealed. It is only by miracle that the High Thane seems to believe that I may be able to produce something of import for his people. The explanation to him of the church's apparent use of the astral dark is something that is quite concerning to him. These politics of war and religion, they interfere with what matters. We must find the truth and how to tame these places. Perhaps then, Lord Astaroth will show me the way home. The next entry. It finally happened. I've run out of time. I am to be relieved of my academic duties soon, and no doubt I'll be placed on a ship from Saphira heading home above the blasted waters. I'll be forced to leave and return a failure by my Lord Astaroth. But this I cannot do. This I cannot be. Each of the paths that I have explored have led me to a dead end, and that is because I could not open the main doors. Surely the main path holds the key. For how can I reach the center if the main door is closed? Perhaps it is a linear system, like the branching of a great tree. I shall open it, whilst I still have my credentials. If they are going to force me to leave, then I will leave, risking it all. In the next passage, I was wrong. I was so wrong. The Thane spoke truth. The dark is not a place to be trusted. I had begged, pleaded with Lord Astaroth to give me the strength. And in that strength, I have destroyed the people's home. I have destroyed they that gave me sanctuary. I am betrayed by the dark. The beast was monstrous. The shadows were long. The screams, I still hear them. They're all gone. All of them. Even now, the beast sleeps atop the ziggurat, supping on all the souls of the people. I was a fool. I became too greedy. I had already conquered the dark. I had crossed an ocean. I had accomplished much. But in my need to be accepted, I have fled. I have fled from the beast's minions, the Watchers in the dark. I have found a place, cold, icy, hidden away. It is my hope that it will not catch me, my hope that I might have a second chance when I wake tomorrow. And that is the final entry in Bronze Shadow's journal.
Fabio will close the book and be sure that that's all that was written. Just kind of look around. What does the post have any like magical thing above it, like one of the incantations that was written?
It used to.
Are there any bodies?
There was. It now stands before you.
You caused that?
He was told
ask.
the fall of Arcadum.
The creature will nod.
How did that entity know?
The creature
And
stares
what-
at you.
He
Why can you not speak? This whole time you've been silent.
Creature will nod.
Is it a choice to choose not to speak, or
It'll
are
shake
you
its
unable
head.
to? So you are unable to speak.
Creature will nod.
Are you even alive at this point?
Creature will shrug.
You can write?
Long story. Why are you showing us this?
You can still write?
He's
What was the second question?
If you can still write.
Creature will nod.
Fabio, give him his book so he can write some more. Maybe he can answer us.
Sure. Do y'all have a pen or something?
I will procure from my scribe kit some ink and a quill.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't be writing outside, huh?
And I just hand it to him. Back his journal. With the... Oh.
It'll take the journal and it'll look at it strangely. As if it's seeing an old friend that it didn't expect to see again.
Well, I guess we should probably ask, we came that way. What's that way? And I put on the opposite way that we came in.
The creature will turn to look, and then will look back to you. It gives no further indication of a response.
Okay.
What did you ask, Gunnar?
I asked, why is he showing us this?
The creature will look to the tome and point at it, and then will point at you, and will shake its head, and then it will point to the torch. And the creature will twist its hand, and the torch will light with a spectral white light. It will then reach into its pockets and produce 4 keys.
I'm assuming this is for whatever it was that had to be opened.
Or what shouldn't have been open, but was open nonetheless.
Look, this... We're pretty deep here, guys. I'm out of my element.
I think we all are.
Are you trying to warn us about the dangers we're facing ahead? And trying to impart what we will need in order to seal the beast?
The creature will nod.
Ophelia will reach her hand out and take the keys.
Okay.
I will put that into my backpack.
Look, you can't really be helping that the 4 of us here can see whatever it was that shredded that city, right?
The creature will look at you, and then will take something from its neck and hold it out to you. You see a pendant on a silver chain with a fist pressing down.
Is it similar to the one that was in that abandoned, like, church area in the entrance of the city?
Yes.
Alright. course he does.
The creature nods.
Hey, that one looked like Mordecai's one, huh?
Yes. It's from the same god, I believe.
Astaroth?
The creature will
I
nod
think so.
Yes.
and holds up its amulet for you.
For me?
No, it's for the party.
Oh.
If no one's reaching out for it, Ophelia will again reach out for the pendant. And take it.
Alright. As you reach out for it, the creature will coil its hand away from you. It will shake its head.
Why not me?
Braynor reaches out and asks for it.
The creature will look at Braynor and then will drop the amulet into his hand. When he drops it, make me a strength check, Braynor.
Let's go.
You've been getting those gains. Show your progress.
Fuck.
Alright. The amulet is dropped into your hand, and your hand is slammed into the ground. The amulet weighs 300 pounds.
He goes into a deadlift stance, a sumo squat deadlift stance.
Alright, let's see it again. You lift the amulet up towards your neck, off the ground. You feel that it begins to lighten. But when you woke up, Tolan is gone.
Oh. Where he went?
No.
All right.
You can't just leave.
And he just did. What more do we want?
Maybe the amulet gave him the power to be here.
Perhaps it was the will of his deity that kept him here, waiting for people like us to come across him.
We don't
To correct his mistake.
know what this creature is.
Yo, I think y'all aren't realizing the immediate problem, alright? Where the hell do we go now?
We go back.
Great question.
Well, it's either we go back or we go forward.
So we were at the camp, right? Or
You're at a camp beneath this frozen river.
I guess we should check out this camp first. Maybe there's something we missed.
Yeah, like a map.
Yeah, maybe.
Immediately start searching.
Investigation check to search the camp. With a 16 and an 18, you analyze the area and you uncover the following things. First, campfire was never lit. Second, there is a bag of spoiled rations. Third, You see that there are blood stains that soak the sand that have coagulated even up to this point. And then finally, you see that beneath the bedroll, there appears to be a bag full of assorted gems.
I mean, I'll take it, I guess, but it doesn't help our situation.
Yeah, it won't help us now, but if we get out, it's nice, I guess.
Why are you now only beginning to have doubts?
Because we had
The
a guide. Yeah.
Right, but the guide showed us the way. We just can either follow our footsteps back or venture forth into the unknown. Which do you want?
Look, the first book we read, alright, all those guys went crazy and got lost there.
Because they were not doing it right. Is it that difficult to understand? Using light to try and help navigate the astral dark is counterintuitive to how you travel it.
Right, but those guys walked away from the light sources. They ran into the dark with no light, and they still got lost.
Because they probably ended up somewhere else. Perhaps they ended up in the ocean, who knows?
Really? You want us to go swimming? Or wait, let me guess. You think that the better outcome to being lost in the dark is to end up in the middle of the ocean?
No! What I'm saying is we have our destination clear in our minds. We can walk to it. Right? We want to travel back to the city, Arcadum.
And then what after that? We walked through the city? Did you see the things that are in that city?
Well, we could also... We could find the highway. Let the church use it. And use that to get out.
Now we're messing with church stuff. Fabio's just going on the... Like scratching his head, panicking, like doesn't know what to do. It's like,
Would you... Oh, that, or we travel forward and we see where we end up. Like he said in his journal, it seems that wherever he's traveling is contained within Corvinus. Meaning that we're not going to end up in the ocean. We're not going to end up someplace where we're foreigners to. We're going to remain on Corvinus.
I think we should rest. There's a camp here. We just were in battle. We almost died. I think rest is a good idea.
Do we have the tools in order to have a decent enough rest?
There's a camp here.
Nodders.
Alright.
Has
Well,
a camping kit.
yeah, rest. Rest is good. Rest is good.
very well.
I guess we're making camp.
Making camp, you say?
I guess.
Lick our wounds.
I don't think lighting a fire here is wise. Is it cold?
Yeah.
Is the torch still burning in astral light?
In ghost fire, you mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah, ghost fire.
Just more things to make me panic. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, perhaps providing a source of heat will be beneficial.
Everywhere you go, everywhere
We'll
you
set
see.
camp then.
But why? Hasn't the campfire been lit before? That's my question.
No, it hasn't. No fire had been lit.
But why? Is it for safety? Was it never used?
Can we?
look, if whoever was here didn't light it, probably a good idea not to, considering, the little discussion we just had. So,
Right. But the fear is that we will freeze to death.
I think we should
And
take
then-
an hour, and then maybe start going back out of this cold.
Alright.
so it's a short rest. Everyone good for a short rest, or
Roll some
I
hit
would-
die.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, we'll do a short rest.
Gunnar will not take a short rest, he will sit in the moonlight and just meditate. While the others rest.
Okay.
Not really, just trying to connect more with nature. Because he's not really good at it, so.
Fabio's just checking his broken and busted hands over and over again. And I'll probably just roll the healer's kit to try and help improve it.
Well, as the party sits down to rest, go ahead and roll your heals.
Right. I'll take that.
Where do I roll my hit die? Oh, there it is.
Oh, I was muted. So I'll roll a hit die and I'll roll the one charge of the healer's kit for myself.
Wait, never mind. I don't know where the hit die is. Where is it?
On your character sheet, when you go hover over the little bed icon, there's a take a short rest and
Okay.
take a long rest. You'd click take a short rest, and it should pop up with like a little symbol that you can select the dice to roll. You can roll that, and then you can hit rest to finish up the short rest.
You can roll multiple hit die on short rest, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just the one thing? Okay.
How many do we get at level 3?
No, you can
Up to
spend
your
more
level.
than one, but you get up to your level. Yeah.
Up to my level.
Okay.
So
I'll
everyone has
roll one
3.
more.
I'll roll one more. Yeah.
There you go. I'm good. My hands have been clicked back in place and once again wrapped.
What we'll do is it'll be like out of the cartoons, Frosty, and we'll just shove your spear into your bandages around your hand so you can just stab.
Honestly, if we didn't take the short rest, I was gonna do that. I was gonna wrap the shaft of the spear. Okay. But yeah, hands are healed. You're just contemplating.
Okay. Well, everybody's healing up and resting up and taking some time off. Everyone make me a perception check.
All right.
You hear a strange noise coming from above you.
Look up.
You look up, you think that you see something. A figure in the moonlight. Their hands moving up and down, slamming against the ice above. And as you look up, you can see that there is a swirling shadow in the water. It almost looks like a serpent coiling around the area. The shadow seems to take no notice of you, but as you look up, you can see the face silhouetted against the moon. Make me another perception check.
Is that all of us or just Gunnar?
Does Gunnar not point it out to everybody?
I would probably point it out, yeah. If
Alright,
there are
everybody
like-
else roll.
Hmm.
Alright, you are just barely able to make out that far above you, through the ice and through the shadow in the water, you can see a small creature trying to dig through the ice. You see this creature, but without the hair. Bearing the symbol of Mytheria on his shield, you can see him blindly slamming at the ice as hard as he can, looking straight down at you, whispering to himself.
What? It rushes to a spear.
There's
Is that a
church.
person?
It's a church, yeah. Someone from the church.
Well,
How high up is the ceiling?
Well, you're looking up, you're about 30 feet from where the water is frozen, and then you have however deep the water is, and then the surface of the ice.
And he's
digging.
He's on top
the
of the
surface.
ice, on the surface, digging down into the water.
I don't know if he can see me. I'm gonna try to just like.
Is the wormy thing still swimming around?
The shadow in the water is most certainly still there, and you can hear it now. Errant whispers seem to echo just above you. A deep fear begins to grow in the back of your minds.
Does not sound good.
Guys.
Kinda wanna get out of here.
Can I?
So start stepping back.
Does it sound like chanting?
It's not clear.
I will follow. I'll follow Fabio, slowly going away. Other way, right, Fabio? We're going back, right?
To go back the way
Listen,
you came. To go back the way you came is northwest.
Yeah. Quick. Oi. Give me a coin, quick.
A coin?
Give me a damn coin.
I give you a something flippable that has two faces.
Right, so no. This is the other way. Alright, so we'll flip, and as it lands, Fabio will look towards not the way he came in, towards the other side, and say, we'll go this way, alright?
Wait, but I thought we came in from the opposite direction.
You start to hear
Yeah.
footsteps on the ice above.
Look up.
And now there's shadow demons, whatever the hell that is.
The shadow is growing
And
stronger
we wanna go-
as you see these
You want to
individuals
go into the
approach.
shadows?
You start running across the ice towards the other creature. What do you guys do?
There's more of them.
Why are you going that way, Fabio?
Because if there's a shadow thing outside, I don't think it's wise to go back in the darkest place of all down here. Besides, there's a reason why I flipped this thing, because I don't know where else to go.
Well, I'll follow the party, but I would rather go back.
Why are we having doubts? Why are we afraid?
Because we don't have a guide,
Why aren't you?
and we are for...
Do you not see the thing? Do you not see the things outside?
Yes, and we're safe down here, so long as we don't panic.
With that,
Safe?
you see that the people above seem to be trying to save the other person. The shadows begin to darken until finally they obscure your sight of the surface above. Lights begin to appear, breaking through the shadows.
Oh.
The
What
lights, as they come through the water, are reflected through the ice above, and when they hit the astral dark, begin to shift. Beams of mana begin to kind of coil around the sections where the light falls completely, and you see that the walls, parts of them, are disintegrated into black ash. The
Okay, now we
blackish,
need to
to the
move.
blackish sand that you've been walking on.
Okay, now we need to move.
Yep, let's go.
Lead the way. Go.
Starts running the other way. Whee!
You get to this point, and then you see before you in the depths of the astral dark, there is something else. Something huge. A serpent, impossibly large, begins to coil through the dark. It turns its great eye and looks upon you. The shadows close in.
Oh, no. Which way is the opposite way?
I
Alright.
guess we run.
A maw of teeth and shadows comes hurtling towards you from the southeast.
Yeah, that's the way we were walking. Let's run this way.
Yep, we'll try to run away.
Yep.
Make me athletics checks.
Oh no. That's
Athletics, not acrobatics. Right?
Yep.
Alright, boop. Boop. Hey!
Shark bait! Ooh ha ha! Braynor, who do you save?
Oh. Oh no. Fuck.
Gunnar or Fabio? Who's it gonna be?
Heads Gunnar, tails Fabio. So heads is 1, tails is 2. Fabio, I'm sorry.
You grab Fabio. You hurtle past Ophelia, who barely scampers out behind you. Gunnar loses his footing in the sand and trips. He falls forward, his hand clawing at the sand as the shadow and the serpent is upon him. Alright, Gunnar. Last chance. Make me the highest saving throw you got.
That would be wisdom.
You leap out into the astral dark, moments before the serpent's bite finds you. The shadows disappear, and you go hurtling down the stairs until finally you catch your footing.
What was that thing?
We keep going. Hurry up.
Maybe it was the creature. He freed.
Hey,
It's death.
I slap Fabio across the face. Look at
No
me.
time, and I push both
No
of them.
time to panic. Look at me. I stared death in the face as well. You were there with me. Now I'm here with you.
Ophelia
Let's
and
get our
Fabio
move on.
interrupted as Braynor shoves them forward.
Okay, alright, we're moving. I'll trip on my blouse.
Time to panic, no time to give fucking speeches.
Nope.
Alright, and so the party flees into the astral dark. Whoo boy! Okay, now what do you guys do?
These are the real questions.
Braynor will pull out his newly acquired symbol of Astaroth.
You can feel the amulet is heavy in your hands, and it burns with an untapped purpose.
I
No
say
grip.
we go back.
So Braynor will
To the
grip the necklace part, and then he'll take it off his neck, and then he'll put it in his hand, and then he'll wrap his other hand around his hand. And then he'll just say with the words, "Strength guide me."
As you speak the words, the weight of the amulet becomes lighter in one direction and heavier in all others.
What direction would that be? Northwest?
You have no idea. This deep in the dark.
All right. I follow it.
So be it.
I will follow Braynor. Do you know where you're going?
The necklace does. And I
What's it
trust the
telling you?
necklace.
Well, alright. Suppose we have no other information to go off of.
What's it telling you?
It's getting lighter in one direction, but it gets heavier again in other direction.
Let's hope the amulet doesn't expect us to fight any other beast.
I don't know that, bro.
Well, we don't have much choice.
Thankfully, eventually, exhausted, you find your way back towards the Forgotten City. Now, with a small bag of gems, 4 mysterious keys, and the amulet of Astaroth, and the journal of Tolan Bronze Shadow's testament. As soon as you hit the surface, the phosphorescent moss that lights the entire cavern and the forest of mushrooms opens up before you. What is it that you guys do?
Now we must
Thank God we found a way back.
out of fire and into the oven, though.
I mean, thank nature. I mean,
Thank nature.
looks at camera.
You just say thank nature.
Well, I don't know who else to thank, so.
Who would you think? Matheria? Idiot,
Just-
dumb,
just-
stupid.
Astaroth.
Hey!
Gestures wildly at Braynor. Him?
Fair enough.
Listen to
Thank
this,
you, Braynor.
Listen to this fucking wizard. If you're a wizard, cast a spell.
Damn. Shut.
Alright. You guys figure out what to do. I'm gonna go make a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Well,
This
I don't know if we'll have the same stealth option as we did with Tolan.
definitely
Which
not.
means,
But you have Fabio to count on.
yeah, exactly. Which means we're gonna have to
So-
rely on Fabio a lot.
Gunnar, what is your current exposure at?
I have very low. I'm on my baseline of 1.
Well, I could summon Koi, and I could scout ahead, since he can. We
Can you summon?
go invisible?
I thought you don't.
Sounds very good, actually.
I don't.
He doesn't know yet.
I don't know.
He doesn't know yet.
I might even summon my steed
Oh.
to see what creature and nature has provided me.
Would be
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah, and if someone should aggro on us, we can run away.
Yeah, and Fabio's stealth counts for everyone, mounts included.
And it could possibly, if we have 2 mounts, 2 people could ride on per mount.
Exactly.
But then that's a lot of exposure.
Yeah,
Which-
but
Yes, or
it's
exposure.
fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
That's
That's the least
fine.
of our problems. We have to go back.
I
to
think,
the dead.
yeah, I think
Support in.
if you want to do it, if y'all are good with it, we're in relative safety, quote unquote. So we can probably use the camp that's here to long rest.
Yes, this is probably the.
Because there's the camp like right here. So yeah.
That could work.
You still might want to stealth just to be safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Campsite.
I will say. Yeah, I will say throughout that whole part after that encounter, right? Fabio's been dead quiet. Like he has not said a word since. He just walks out
Are
and
you
goes
alright,
towards that camp.
Fabio?
Just walks towards the camp and sits down.
Man,
I think we should-
officially hate dungeons. Dude, what is? I feel like we need to have a tally of like what Fabio ends up not disliking or fearing by the end of this.
I say we rest. This
Yes,
is
resting is good.
seemingly safe, and it's
I-
not guaranteed we get back without a fight.
I think if you want, I can summon Koi now and maybe look around the area. We didn't get a good look.
Yes,
Only
I think I
bats.
will summon my mount as well, same time,
Do you
before
want
we go to sleep.
take care of mine first? So that
Sure. Go
right.
ahead.
We'll wait for Arcadum to come back.
I'm here.
Ah, perfect. I would like to attempt to resummon Koi.
No. Nothing happens.
What? I did the incantations, right? I did the knocking? What? I would like to attempt to again.
Big fat goose egg. Nothing. Nil. Nada. In fact, it's worse than that. You don't even feel the same hum of magic that you do whenever you first call upon it. You feel nothing at all.
What?
Did you forget how to do it, Ophelia?
No. Where is it? What? I attempt to use Mage Hand. What? I can't. What?
Is something wrong?
Ophelia goes and sits next to Fabio. A 1,000-yard stare in her eyes. And she's going to open her spellbook and attempt to cast every single spell she has in it.
What's the word I'm looking for? Every time. You feel nothing. And no connection with magic. All the words are pointless. All the gestures meaningless.
What? Oh, no. No. He starts looking at her spell tome. Sideways, upside down, flipping through the pages. Again and again and again. What is going on?
Since I'm sitting next to Ophelia, can I try to Arcana check to see what would happen?
Sure.
Alright. For consistency's sake, is this advanced or just a regular one?
Advanced.
No. Why is there?
With a 13, this is what you know. So, normal people that don't have access to magic still have the tiniest bit of mana. Nothing that you can cast any sort of spell with. But these are things like the representation of their life force, the natural potential that every person has. Some individuals can even tap into this very minor mana and do things with it, such as with feats, or with things like the potential for magic, or like monks and their key. Ophelia has none. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that you knew that she wasn't, you would mistake her for being dead.
I stare at you, crying so hard.
What?
Sorry to be the bad guy, but I don't think any of that's gonna work.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I don't see.
I grab you by the collar of your shirt and pull you in my face. What are you talking about?
I don't see anything.
What do you mean you don't see anything?
anything that would allow you to tap into magic. It's not there.
What do you mean it's not there?
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you.
Can I Arcana check myself?
Sure.
Oh!
Everything that he has said is true. But even more so, you can see more than he can. You can feel it beneath your skin and bones, in your heart and soul. It's gone. All of it.
What? Can
You
I?
want some space, or?
I need some space. I'm going to stand up and walk to the corner and sit down and it's visible that Ophelia is biting her lip to the point that some blood trickles out as she's keeping herself composed. But she is quite obviously not okay.
Things just keep getting better.
Good, I will go to Fabio and ask, what's going on with Ophelia? She doesn't seem good.
You can look at me, right? With all this leftover magic from when we fought the thing.
Yes, you're practically glowing.
Imagine what you're looking at, but instead of glowing, it's just empty. No magic at all.
Okay, and what about it?
That's her. She has no magic at all.
So she needs to rest? Or what?
No. As in, even the most basic connection to it, it's like it was never there. It's like looking at a corpse.
Are you
not
saying
there.
she can never use magic again? Or
I don't know if she can't use it again, but I don't think she can use it at all now. I mean, you saw her try and try and try, and nothing came out. I think she's quite too prideful to get that many incantations wrong.
yeah, I thought it was just exhaustion and like battle. Yeah, I don't know. Gonna look over to
Oh.
Ophelia and try to just vibe check. How's it looking?
You wanna insight check?
No, I'm more like magical
Oh,
fluid exposure stuff.
nothing. Right, Arcadum. There's nothing.
There's nothing there at all.
No light. Only darkness.
Like, is it being drained, or is it
Hmm.
just?
It's like looking at a riverbank that's completely dry. There's nothing there.
I wonder if I could give magic back, or if that would destroy her. I don't think we should experiment with it, maybe.
Oh, miss.
No, I look like a corpse. Yes.
He like reluctantly nods.
Her eyes dart to you. Do you think, then, that one's capacity to use magic is directly connected to one's soul? But then that brings into question, is one considered alive if they possess a soul? What a curious quandary.
Oh man, I can see where this is going. Come here.
Why?
Come here.
Familiar will rise and will approach. What is it?
Your hand, please.
She will offer you her right hand.
He grabs it
Mm-hmm.
and using the dagger he has, he cuts on her hand. Like on the palm of her hand. And then he does the same to himself.
Picking up on what you're doing, she will place her hand wound open to the ceiling next to yours. And we'll look to compare them. Do we bleed the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
You still bleed like you're alive. You still breathe like you're alive.
And yet I feel hollow.
That is unfortunately a feeling that all living things can get to. Whether it's your circumstances or his.
Still,
Point to Braynor.
that still does not answer my question. And does it?
The point is, the question you're asking at this point in time, it's not going to lead you in a good place inside your head. Especially not here.
And so then what am I supposed to do, Sit there and, what? Use a bow I'm barely even proficient in using? I am nothing.
You're supposed to do now is rest. Calm yourself. We're all in mourning.
Well, I will rest then.
All the best. Well, where's Braynor in all this?
He's off to the side, putting the symbol of Astaroth onto a pedestal and altar, and then he's praying to it. Well, he's practicing prayer like his brother practiced prayer, and now he's attempting to thank that symbol for guiding him and his friends back. But then he's going to do one more thing, going to attempt to ask it for one more favor. Going to go, thank you for guiding my friends and me out of that. But if I could ask one more thing, I gotta know, I gotta find my brother, Robert. Please, help guide me. Give me the strength to guide me to my brother, please.
Okay. You have religion trained?
Oh.
Make me a strength saving throw. The amulet grows heavy in your grip, crushing down into the altar. You pull up on the amulet as much as you can, and as you grip it, you feel not really a presence, but more so instructions. You see a vision of your brother. You see a vision of stone. You see a vision of the ziggurat. You see a vision of the great beast that waits atop it. And you see a vision of it falling to the ground, its head crushed.
Do I get a clear picture of what this beast looks like?
You sure do.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
He tears up a little bit, seeing his brother's, a flash of his brother appear, and he smiles, hoping to return to him and hopefully to find whatever remains of him, and especially to find his weapon as well, so that he can carry it with him and hopefully pass it on. And then he comes out of his prayer.
Seeing you come out of your prayer, Fabio's gonna approach you and be like, Are you doing alright?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Kind of miss
mean-
Bobby though. But I'm alright.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to live with that feeling. I guess I'm just what I'm trying to say is you're a stronger man than I've been.
Bobby, how old are
Then-
you?
Now that's not very nice to ask an elf.
So like
Oh
60, 70?
no, I'm not that old.
It's not.
We
Don't ask an elf his age. That's rude.
yeah.
So
You're pretty young then, like me.
No. I mean, I'm young for my kind, not necessarily for yours. Winter has passed, right? But the time we've been here,
winter is coming.
it's coming. It's not past. Oh no.
It's coming.
No, I'm asking because we came in and it was like late winter when we first arrived. Yeah, that's why I'm just
No, it's spring.
spring now. All right.
Anyway,
Alright, so,
this is what you saw. Braynor, are you ready?
Oh boy!
You saw this.
Ah! Oh!
What the fuck is that?
Oh shit!
We gotta kill that.
Oh fuck! Wait, who voted for the ziggurat? Surely it was me, the dumbest
They don't-
dummies, the biggest idiot ever.
Oh goodness.
I've just been sitting here and just silence.
Holy shit!
My God.
In case you were wondering, that's the final boss of your campaign, by the way.
Yeah. What? You think
I'm
that's the next thing we're fighting?
I'm excited in many different ways. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Now to say that as Mickey Mouse, why don't you? Make me feel better.
Oh boy, time to go eat some ass.
And I'll do it again. Yeah.
And I'll do it again. Yeah.
No. Braynor will continue and say, the reason I ask, bro, is because you must have seen plenty loss.
He's gonna hold onto his arms, his bandaged arms tightly. Yeah. I suppose you're right.
The reason I say that because in
Well-
the Endless White, we don't lose people as long as we have their memento. And then he'll gesture at his great axe, his heirloom weapon. The heirloom weapons carry the spirits, our ancestors and our fallen. If I can get that back, I know Bobby will be safe. Just like I hope anybody that you lost is safe. And he'll put a hand on his shoulder. A gesture of reassurance.
Thanks. I suppose I owe you all this much at least. he's gonna unfurl his jacket and unstrap his leather armor. And underneath it, you see that both his arms, from his shoulders down to his wrists, are just fully bandaged, like completely so. And he has a great strap of leather wrapped around his chest area.
What happened?
I was afraid. And, well, I guess you're looking at cause and the results of it. I was born on Vanti. This body was born 50 years ago. What you see is what the church was looking at getting rid of back then.
Braynor will gulp and he'll hug him. Do you accept hugs?
So you squirmish about it, but it's
Currently accepting
he
hugs.
won't ruin the mood with it, for sure. Thanks.
I'm sorry for what happened to you, bro. And then he just continues hugging.
You
And then
said
let's
that
go.
you said that your people are, when they die, their souls are put into mementos?
Our heirloom weapons, yeah.
Well, my people are here now. And he unwraps the ones on his arms. And you just see like tribal markings across both his arms going down. But he stops right by his forearms on both sides. Like he doesn't unbandage those sides.
Okay.
Right. He goes, all I have left for them are the markings and traditions. Alright, when we were reaching our 10th year, we were given these.
Huh.
That's
It? Wow.
it bears a more important point than, oohs and ahs. Each mark and each line is meant to represent a year that is set on their lives. And since we were born in times of war, when we reached our 10th one, we weren't to be considered children anymore by our tribe standards. We're trained to protect. I couldn't protect.
But you carry.
I had
Period.
This belongs to my tribe. My parents have a special place. He unwraps the one on his right forearm, and shows that on the last set, on the 5th set of the right arm, is marked, rather carved, a set of initials, and within the circle on it is, you know those H marks, like Nordic, where it's like instead of a straight line in the middle, it's just an arrow pointing up. It's like the letter H, but instead of a straight line in the middle, it's just like a little thing pointing up, like a pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got that within the circle itself. It's like right there. It says this. These are my parents' initials. And the last I saw of them, I saw my father skewered in the pike, and my mother burned at the stake. It's no more than an adolescent by human terms. Heck, I don't have much more left in me. I've been given many chances to recuperate a family, but I've lost it. So forgive me for being afraid of losing more people that I've tried to save.
Braynor will stand up. He'll pull out his great axe, and then he'll hold it right in front of him, axe side down, and then drop it on the ground and say, "That's why you get me." And then he'll point to his axe, and then he'll tell you something that he's never told anybody. I got this axe not because it was one heirloom weapon from my ancestors. It was because when I was little, probably around your age, I had one dream with plenty warriors from like Mornhau, and it was like they were all training together, they were all fighting together. And then one of them looks at me and then hands me this great axe. And then he tells me the name of this great axe. It was, and I'll type it out, but it's Hawaiian. It's called Nakahu o na Li'inui o Mornhau, which translates to the guardian of the great kings of Mornhau. But then when I woke up, I never had the axe again. And so I went and asked my dad for making me one, and he did. So now, whether it was my old family or one new one, I use this axe as protection for anybody I care about. That means you, bro. And then he'll hold out his hand to shake it.
He'll take it with his now fully unwrapped arm.
Forearm clasp?
Forearm clasp, buddy.
We forearm clasp.
Right.
Seems we all have lost people then.
Yeah, we have. And since we're speaking of church, he takes out the one on the chest and shows the Metherian mark branded on it.
Oh.
This is another reminder of my cowardice. And I don't want y'all to look at me like I'm just some random, cynical, hypocritical coward. Because even though I am those things, I have my reasons. As I'm sure y'all have your reasons.
I don't think a cow will be standing here today.
Not wrong.
It's because I ran that I survived, not because of a fight.
You saved us from the spiders. Didn't have to.
People still died. What point is there to sacrifice if the people you're sacrificing for don't make it?
Because it's an
Tired.
inevitability. You're always going to lose someone. You can't save everyone. Fabio,
Oh, I'm
you
afraid.
asked me at one point why I pursue magic. Yes.
Nods.
Because I lost someone too. And I want to ask them questions I never got the chance to get the answers to. My father. His name was Simon. My mother's name was Cecilia. My mother is still alive, as far as I'm aware of. But my father, he was a kind man. He had a soft heart, especially for those he thought were mistreated. I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of it all, but to make a long story short, he was, whether my mother knew or not, I did not know, but he was trafficking those who could cast magic, those who the church would have deemed to be burned on the stake, and trying to get them away. Either to Calcatesh or to the west. Due to some interpersonal family drama, somehow, the church learned of his part in those operations. He made us flee in the middle of the night. My uncle took us in for a day or so. When he sent us back north towards the Broken Oaks, we passed my old home. And there, hanging from a tree, I saw my father's charred corpse. And I knew, at least thought, I lost any chance of having some form of closure. I don't show it, but I am afraid of dying. Not the act of dying, but what comes after. What is after? I asked my father this. I asked him where we come from and where we go. And I want to ask him why. Why he would risk his life, risk my life, my mother's life, for people he likely would never see again. He'd even risk my own little brother's life. And now I fear I'll never be able to get that answer. I'll never find a way to ask him again. Now I hope you understand why I'm so distraught. Why I find some sympathy with you and Fabio and you, Braynor. Perhaps there is a way to get my magic back. Perhaps there is not. Perhaps there is a way to get your brother back, Braynor. Perhaps there is not. Perhaps there is a means to get what you want out of life, Fabio. Or perhaps you are destined to always see your sacrifices fall short. But nothing will be gained by pondering on that. All we can do is try. The four of us. Together.
Braynor nods.
Fabio just stays quiet and downtrodden.
And what, may I ask, will the party do next?
Long rest?
Yeah, just we'll use this campsite and we'll long rest, recuperate our minds.
I'm talking more after. What do you plan to do next?
We plan on getting back to base camp.
So you're heading back to base camp.
Yeah.
Come what may.
To the bodies.
Yes.
Loot, base, cooldown, report back.
Alright. in that case, then we'll know what we have to do. The party long rests, and they head back, trying to follow the path that they had taken from their dwarven guide. I need survival checks to see if you can make it back.
Can I roll a stealth check just for the group?
You sure can.
Thank you.
You want this?
Do I roll at advantage for this one?
This is a advanced roll, but you get to add 3.
And okay.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate. Now I need survival checks to find your way through the city. Okay, that's good at least. Alright, let's see if anything happens.
Is it only trained or
Only trained what?
survival?
Yeah, only trained.
I haven't trained.
Nope. Mine doesn't count then. Oh.
Nice.
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 On the way back, strange spirits, orbular like pieces of light, will start to descend from the sky. They get closer and closer, like fireflies, although it is difficult to really tell. They get closer to your party, but then they suddenly back away when they get close enough to Ophelia. They scatter back into the ceiling and leave you unharmed.
Thing. That was.
Do we notice any of the former shadow figures in the buildings?
You see plenty of things moving in the city. Things that are humanoid, things that are not. But all things that you choose to avoid. Alright, and you make it to about this point, and you recover the bodies and head your way back. So, unfortunately, I've had something come up and I gotta take off here pretty soon. But we wanted to do some setup here. So, oddly enough, we hit this kind of weird bit, something we should talk about on stream for everybody. Next week, Avery's still going to be on leave for his military service. We will be able to get Nist's new character in. His new character would use that point to rejoin. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have to finagle it a little bit, but I think what's going to happen is I am either going to try and get some information out of Avery to roleplay it myself, or we'll just have a hooded figure follow you. Or they'll just arrive in camp saying that they'll be sent ahead or something like that. I'll come up with something. The third, we will not be playing, correct? Because we have like 3 people missing on that day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's a rough one.
And then we should be able to play as normal on the 10th because everyone will be back by then. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alright,
Gotcha.
let's see if there's any fan art.
You guys did good this session.
That was a feels roller coaster. Good job, guys.
Big thumbs are up.
Oh shit, we got some fan art.
I'm exhausted.
Ooh.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, dude. That was exhausting.
All right,
Darkness.
and here we go with some fan art. We've got the boys in the darkness
Darkness.
trying to find their way out.
Yeah.
And Fabio with his brand revealed. Oh my god. Oh, wow.
He's so hot.
Whoa, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. You're twirling my hair. Like, oh my god.
Cat calls in Norwegian. Wow. Like,
But that's why I'm.
hey, yo, Mozambique, hey, you looking real good, brother. Hey, your shoes, bro. Hey, you looking cutchy. Dude, he really does have a cool ass character design. I like how your scar goes up and over your ear and your hairline. That's really sick. Well done.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's all the time I have. I got to get going. I got something I got to do, and then I should be back to run the Sins of the Father tonight. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for playing. I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah.